Hi, sixth grade, and welcome to the very last lesson in chapter 13. So today we are talking about misleading statistics, where some statistics can be used to prove something that might not be true, or that some statistics can be misleading and tell a person something that isn't quite true. And this happens all the time. A lot of businesses like to make sure that the statistics look really good and go their way. So they'll give off misleading statistics that look very good to the business when in fact it's not true. And things like that. So today we're going to look at some misleading statistics. All right, so here's our first problem. Mr. Owen wants to move a town where there's daily highs in the 70s most days. Like Mr. Frank, he gets cold and he wants to stay somewhere that's nice and warm. So he calls a real estate agent and they tell him that the mean daily temperature in this town is 72 degrees. Other statistics about the town are given in the table. Does this location actually match what Mr. Owen wants? So we're like Mr. Owen here and we have to decide if this actually matches. All right, so we have a mean? Tells them that the mean is 72 degrees. All right, so it sounds like this will work, right? Well, let's prove that actually this might be a misleading certificate. Okay, so first thing we're going to look at is the high temperature. Okay, our high temperature is 95. Our low temperature is 62. Check this out. The median is 69. And just the mean is 72. Okay, so these might be false statistics. Okay, so the minimum high temperature, we already talked about that. Minimum high, 62, so forth and so on. So what is the mean is 72. Okay, so we could see that the median right here is 69 degrees. Since we see that the median is already 69 degrees, because it tells us this, we don't have to do any math. That's colder, right? That is colder than 70 degrees. He wants something 70 degrees. So since the mean is less than 70 degrees, or the median is less than 70 degrees, we know that this is not what he wants. That this realtor is like being misleading about the statistics, and they're saying, hey, this is really what it is, when in fact it's not, because our median is 69. At least half of the other days must have temperatures less than or equal to 69 degrees, because remember, the median is our middle number. So for it to work, that means we have to have a whole bunch of temperatures over here that are cold rather than over here. So about half the days are going to be colder than 70 degrees. So we can say, dude, that real estate agent is trying to sell us something that we don't want. Misleading statistics. Even though our mean was 72, nope, we don't want that. Okay, let's look at another one. So here we have Miss Green, and just like you guys, when you're 16 or older someday in your life, you'll be buying a car. So she would like to visit a dealership that has a wide variety of cars for sale and different prices. The table gives statistics about one dealership in her town. Does the dealership match Miss Green's requirement? Explain your reasoning. So what is her requirement? That's kind of what I'm asking myself, or what do I need to find? Well, I need to know what her requirement is. Okay, well, she wants a wide variety of cars at different prices. So we need a wide variety of cars at different prices. Okay, so we can first start looking at the data it gives us. So it gives us the lowest car price, and she's at an expensive lot. $12,000 is the lowest car price. I guess maybe these are all new cars. Okay, highest car price, man. She's looking at some Teslas here. $65,000. Lower quartile, $50,000. The median, $55,000. Upper quartile, $60,000. Okay, so we found that. We're going to use that information in the chart, and we're going to look at the range here of this. All right, so we know, let me pull this up. So our highest is 65, and our lowest is is $12,000. Okay, so let's find the range. How do you find the range? That's right. We're going to take the biggest number and subtract it with the lowest number. Okay, so 65,000 and we're going to take 12,000 away from that. Okay, so I take that away and I get $53,000. Okay, so my range is $53,000. Okay, so what would that tell me? What would the range tell me that it's 53? Well, it tells me that most of this data is on the upper end. It's on the upper end. That most of these car prices is, in fact, if my range is 53, it's like right there, that most of these cars are really on the expensive side. Yeah, we have one car at $12,000 here, but all the other cars are not good. Okay, so we could also compare that with the upper and lower quartile just to make sure. So, okay, we have range, so, or interquartile range. So we have 60,000 and lower is 50,000. Okay, so we know we're looking at that. So that's about $10,000 in between. So yeah, all of these cars are between 50 and 60,000. 12,000 might be an outlier here. So this would not be a good place for her to buy a car, because unless she's looking at expensive cars, but she wanted a variety of different price ranges. And not really. It's just between $50,000 and $60,000. Not a lot of variety there, or 50 and then we have an outlier of 12,000 and 65. But really, the price ranges are from here. So we're going to say no. This car dealership kind of sucks, and it doesn't meet her objective. So even though it kind of looked like it did, we know in fact it didn't. All right, sixth grade. Hope that helps. Send me some questions. Google Classroom me, email me, Dojo me. We'll see you in a bit.